Hello everybody, welcome back to iCraft SMP. It's your host Koi, and I have all of this diorite. This is like almost all the diorite I have. I mined a little bit more not too long ago. I'm going to run out real quick and sleep. Actually, that's not true. I'm going to run out to the iron farm as quickly as I can to hopefully beat the sunset. But we have a plan for today. So last episode's plan just completely utterly failed me. So when I finally found that wither, and that not the wither skeleton spawn area apparently is not very efficient. So I would get like 2 wither skeletons every 30 to 40 minutes. And if I knocked them down, I only got 1 wither skull out of like maybe 10. So yeah, horribly inefficient. So we're not going to do a beacon, at least not yet. No. But I did find some stuff out about Switch Online in the interim, which is actually excellent. So where we're going to spend our day is we're going to be spending our day right around here in this darkened area of the forest, actually. Maybe like right here, it seems like a good spot. Just a little bit under the underhang, right where I can get killed by everything that exists out there. So we're going to quickly go to sleep, and I'm going to have to figure out how to light this up at some point. We're going to be building something called a Menger cube. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of that. So I had looked it up, completely forgot about it when I was searching for the Wither Skull. I don't know why I got myself in the Wither Skull. I think I was just too excited by Nintendo. What do you expect, right? And so I wanted to build one of these on the server because it's a cube shape, which is good. So I can actually make it work fairly well on a cube shape. Just only a couple problems though. One, there's going to be mobs here that can harass me the entire time I try to do this. And then 2, oh my gosh, okay, that is like way too many mobs. Way too many mobs, people. Yeah, that's like too much for me, I'm sorry. This is like way overboard. Okay, everybody out. While we're trying to kill all the mobs here, so I have to rescind something I said about Nintendo Switch Online. I did find out I called customer service, waited 35 minutes for the phone representative to show up. I haven't called customer service in Nintendo in a crazy number of years. So one, I found out Nintendo Switch Online actually isn't that bad for cloud saves. Okay, it's actually a backup, automatic backup of your game files that exist on the game itself, the console. So you're not really missing anything, okay, when you're doing cloud saves, okay? This is just insane, people. What is back here? Okay, I may not even make a Menger cube with all these mobs, dude. Look at how many there are. Wow. Okay, I got rid of the majority of them. Creepers, you gotta go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that took a very long time to dig out that big chunk of mountain right there. What, like an hour? Maybe in 2 hours. So because some of you all are a little bit on the OCD side about things that happen here, I am going to make sure that I cover the entire bottom with stone brick. Just so that way, you know, there's no issue. And by the way, I did burn like the majority of my picks. So that way there's no issue with things like this sticking out and you can see only those, you know what I mean? And so that way nobody complains about the stuff that you can't see under just about every piece of diorite that's going to be on here. So, yes, the entire thing's going to be made out of diorite. What I'm going to eventually do with the sides here, maybe I'll ask Glitch or something. I don't know. Somebody who's willing to dig for me a little bit more than I've already dug here. Is to push back maybe the mountain a little bit so that way it's got like a nice little lip to it so you can actually walk around the entire cube. That would be kind of cool. Okay, just for reference, so what's going to happen is as this cube expands, so to speak, if you did this in the traditional Menger cube style, you would start with this 3x3 with the centers all pulled out of all corners, and then as you expand it, you're eventually going to have a 9x9 center piece, followed by a, I think, well, let me see, 9x9 followed by a 1, 2, 3, but essentially this size here, 3x3, followed by another 3x3, but with the middle piece of a 1x1. So it's essentially 1x1, 3x3, 9x9. Those are the sections that are actually pulled out of the Menger cube. So the entire outside of the Menger cube actually does not have, as far as I can tell in the picture, does not have any section pulled out. So I can tell you the entire outside is going to be completely filled in. So we're going to start with this, and we're just going to essentially frame the entire Menger cube which is diorite. Okay, the entire thing going to be framed in diorite, and then as we go, we're going to start pulling stuff out. So for example, this is where that 3x3 would be, and so that's where I'm going to have the tricky piece of knowing which section, where, and when. And so the idea here, each Menger cube section actually interconnects with each other Menger cube section, and then if I put a light in, if I put a light in one of the corners, then the corners also should line up as well. So this, by the way, will be replicated going up 27, going across 27, etc., etc. But I'm not going to do, actually I could do the entire thing and then just kind of interconnect it as I go, but it would just be easier to do this layered from the ground up in a sense, because then it would just be easier. And where I was thinking of putting the first light, I was thinking of putting the first light essentially on the upper corner, so that way every time I do a corner I reach the right light section. And because I want to have a light in the front, what I could do is probably do it on the right piece. So what I could go like this, for example, and have a light only on that corner there, or I could do it on all four corners, but that would be really waste of light, and that would just be like blindingly bad. Okay, but okay, hello, hold on. Because what's going to happen is every 3x3 is going to have at least a light in one corner, so it's going to just start getting replicated over. And so I could do this real quick with another 3x3. So what's going to happen is there's going to be another 3. It's actually that 3x3 doesn't interconnect with the other 3x3. If I got this right, let me see. Because this is the 3x3 here, so this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay, and then, yeah, okay, good. So each 3x3 does not actually interconnect with each other, so this isn't just the arm of one 3x3, it's actually going to look like this. And so you're going to have a second 3x3 here, and then the second light will be essentially right there. So it's going to start to look like this, and it's going to look very pretty. If I put the lights right next to each other, it's not going to fit very well. However, it's just not going to fit very well. And I could do the diagonal light, which would actually be kind of nifty, but it would burn more lights as well. So, things to think about. So realistically, if you look at this, what's going to end up happening is only the visible portion of the Menger cube will actually have lighting in it, and the rest is going to end up getting covered up. For example, like all of this here, it's going to get covered up, okay? All of this is going to get covered up by other blocks because, for example, this is where the next section of the Menger cube actually goes. It goes right there, and that's what's going to get covered up there. And then that is going to get covered up there. That's going to get covered up here. So realistically, even as I go up, only the outer portion of the Menger cube will be truly visible. Everything on the inside will not be, to be realistic, with the exception of the portions that are open in the very middle. And I haven't gotten there yet, but the next portion here, for example, will have a portion that will be visible. The next portion outside will not. But it's going to be actually easier to keep these lights there just because it's easier to measure what it is I'm looking at when I look at it, to be honest with you. And that way I know exactly where the openings exist and where I should not have an opening. So, for example, like I screwed up here because this should only be 1 cube long per section, and so that way there's double space here before I get to the next space. And I messed something up, I think. Let me see something. Okay, I can start to explain this a little bit better now that you can start to see a pattern start to form here, and I just have to make sure I don't fall into the wrong one. So what's going to happen is this section here is the next section upward, going up 27 blocks. Okay, and then this is the next pattern of 3, but this next pattern of 3 is actually empty. And so because it's empty, what's going to happen is this. Okay, as I fill in this, you start to see what's going to be occurring here. And so what's occurring, as you could tell, is I'm skipping this center portion, and ignore that because that's just not relative to what's actually occurring here. Oh no. No, don't go there. That's not where I want you to be. You have to come with me, little block. You're actually going here. There, much better. Okay, so yeah, so this is going to be essentially another cube here, and then this is a good cube, a cube by 3 by 3. I just have to make sure everything 3 by 3. And then what's going to happen is that on top of here, there's going to be another cube on top, so that it's going to link. There's going to be another one up here, and that's going to come across this way. and it's going to stop if I've got to work out my details just a teeny tiny little bit, but that's going to eventually stop at a portion where it's 9 by 9. However, there's going to be an entire other row that's going to be right above this one, to be honest with you. One more entire row above this, and then that's where the 9 by 9 is going to be. Okay, folks, so this square right here is actually the first of the 9 by 9 sections. That's actually the bottom layer of the 9 by 9. That this entire thing all the way to the top is going to be completely hollow. So I just have to remember not to butt anything up right up against this thing. And I just have to remember how to do this and make this work every time I do it. So as you can see, it's probably easier to see it from this side, with the exception of this thing. I still have to tear that out. As you can see, there's 3 sections here which are hollow. Right above it will not have a hollow portion. There is this entire row. It's going to be completely hollow. The entire thing. I'm not going to put anything on this one. It's all going to be above it. Each one of these is going to have 3 downward sections, and then this is going to have 2 sections that's going to go back this way before it ends up with another section that's going to be a 3 by 3 that's going to be empty right in here, which is going to just be a replica of this thing. And so essentially this entire build is just going to replicate until I reach the back portion. And then I'm going to start moving up layers as I did with the front. I only moved it up to the front layer here because I just need to know where this was here, where this opening was, because I was afraid that if I didn't put that in, it would mess me up a little bit. But at the same time, okay, the same opening over there, it's the same opening that I have here on the side. So this is just going to replicate over. There's going to be a portion here up on this wall, 1 and then 2, and then it's going to be open again, which is actually going to follow along with this thing, and it's going to be open actually right about here, so which is going to go right up against the 9 by 9. So essentially the entire thing is going to replicate also on the wall portions here, and then eventually I'm going to make my way to the top, and the top portion again is going to replicate. And so where it's going to get really interesting is just how it replicates, how the light shines through, if there's light shining through. I have no idea what that's going to look like till it's actually dark. I don't know what those two are doing. They're still up there the entire time, not doing anything. I might as well get rid of you two, because you guys have been standing there forever. Anyway, so yeah, anyhow. Okay, I know I keep saying this, but this thing is finally taking some shape. We finally reached the upper area, and you can actually see how neat it is. I might be the first one who had done this with light. Other people have built this before, and they made different sizes. I don't know if they use like the MC Edit or anything like that, but I don't know if anybody's built it by hand like I've been doing here. So we'll see where this goes, and this actually starts to make kind of a useful zombie catcher and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But anyhow, so you can start to see the shape here, and when you're out in the front side here, you can also really see the shape come out as well. And so here we are on the next section. The next section here is going to have that 9 by 9 window, and this is where that window is going to start here. It's going to go all the way through on this side, and it's going to go all the way through on the other two sides. So realistically, the only portion we have to build is this portion here, and that basically the square right here. That's all we have to build, to be realistic. And then we have to figure out where that square actually stops, because it's going to be very dependent on that 9 by 9. And when we go up 9 by 9, actually, it's going to have to be, what, 3, 6, 9? So 3 sections of this is going to define where exactly this square exists at. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm going to replicate in all 4 corners. And I'm going to show you what this looks like from the ground currently. I do have to clean this up a little bit and pull out a few more blocks, but let me just show you. Isn't this the coolest thing ever? And eventually you're going to see the 9 by 9 square right here, and it's going to go all the way. Once I build this side, it's actually going to make more sense. And when you see this big giant gaping hole here, and you can actually see the inside gaping holes as well, just like how you can see the inside gaping hole there. And it's actually going to probably be really pretty at night, to be honest with you, compared to the daytime. So, but yeah, so you're going to actually have giant holes like this. And of course, this is actually 1 block lower, but that's okay. But yeah, giant holes like this where you just kind of go in and you kind of get lost a little bit. And if you do a good job, you can actually plate glass a lot of this, so the entire thing is sealed up in glass. So there's no way I'm going to have that much glass prepared in time to cover up every single hole in here. But that would be kind of a cool way to seal it up rather than leaving it open. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I could have died just now. I don't know where he came from. I don't know why he's in there. Maybe it's dark. It can't be dark. I don't know how he got there. But he showed up maybe he just like strolled on in just from right over there. Who knows? But anyway, good thing I'm like high enough that could have like been bad for me. Could have been very bad for me. Anyhow, so I'm almost done with the 4 cubes here, and I'm just realizing how easy this is actually starting to become because I've done this so much. I don't know if I'm going to actually have enough diorite to finish the entire thing. I've already restocked like 3 times. This is my 3rd time coming back into restocking, because I got to do an entire another level up top. Let me show you what the top's going to look like. The top's going to look like that entire bottom. So I'm essentially going to do 4 cubes again, but it's going to be actually, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cubes. I have to do 8 more cubes on the top after I finish this cube because the entire top is going to be ringed around this big giant hole here. And so that way there'll be another hole up on the top as well. And so, but I've kind of figured out how to make this work. How are you doing this, buddy? Like, where are you coming from? There should not, I don't even understand how you're getting here. This is absolutely ridiculous. How are you even showing up in here? Like, dude, I'm not even there. I don't know. It's not dark or nothing. But this scares me now. If these lights are not working, I don't understand what's going on. Okay, folks. Look at my inventory. I want to know that's Serpent Dagger. Look at my inventory. That is all I gathered from my old base. So, I know this is not enough. I already know this is not enough. It's enough to finish this bottom area, but I already know I need a whole bunch more, like a whole nother inventory full to do the last layer of the thing. So, thankfully, this layer is going to be the one with all the holes in it. So, everything in this row and everything in this row, pretty much 3 times over, is not going to be filled in, which is going to be excellent for me. Thank goodness. Thank goodness there's something I don't have to worry about. The rest, on the other hand, is going to get built up, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's going to burn through, like, a ton of diorite. And yes, I'm telling him that I'm building a Menger sponge of the 4th order, and he had no idea what that means. That sounds something like, something out of Star Wars, you know what I mean? I'm noticing this video is already going really long, but it's kind of because I said, I don't want to split this video in 2 parts. I want to have a really nice picture of the Menger cube looking awesome looking, you know what I mean? He's going to finish the brewing system he started ancient times ago. Well, I'm still working on finishing my house from ancient times ago. It's getting there. Just need a little more work to it before the server ends one day. So maybe one day. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm already messing it up. Oh my goodness. Okay, this gotta go. Ah, don't lose that one. I've already lost enough pieces already. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as the sun comes up, I'm in the last section. I'm on the last section, just like the section before and the section before and the section before. All I need is 8 stacks for every, actually 1 stack for every 8 cube that exists on here, and that is all that is left to put up. So we're going to do the lights first, like I did the last time, because that was just the easiest way to go doing this. And then we will finally be done. Yay, but I don't know if I'm going to get done today or if I'm going to get done later. We'll see what happens. It all depends on what's going on at home. It all depends on what's going on for the rest of the evening. And then this project will finally be done and it'll look actually very beautiful. I thought about some other stuff that Serpent, by the way, gave me all of this diorite here that's in my inventory. So thank you to him. He may be the reason why I finished this project entirely without me having to go out and find some more diorite. But if I have to go find some more diorite, there is some available just randomly strewn around here. So I may just go out and just at least mine some of those if I need like a little bit more or something like that. So we'll see what happens with this. But until then, we're going to build up this entire thing, then we'll finally get our picture. It's done! Oh my god, it's done! And I'm so high up, this is so crazy. Let's go down this pillar of dirt. This is about 27 high, by the way. Let's go down this pillar of dirt and see what this looks like from afar. I'm really curious to see what I did with this. Wild creepers and everybody try to... Oh no, get out of here, little guy. Come on, you're worse than the creeper. And the creepers... You have an egg, really? Okay, I can't get rid of you. I can't get rid of you. This is horrible. Horrible. Oh god. Creeper, no, 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 no. Don't blow up, please. Okay, good, good, good. Get out of here. Okay, I just gotta get out of here. Okay, yay, yay, we made it. We gotta get out of here. Go, 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 go. Open. Sorry, guys. Let's go to sleep. Oh, no, I can't sleep because they're here. Oh, my God, that's horrible. Well, let's heal up, then. I can't even look at the thing because they're all here. This is horrible. Okay, let's stick this in here. Just get rid of this all out of my inventory in case something horrible happens and I die. You know how it goes. And there we go. Can I sleep now? Really? Oh my god, they're all over the place. What am I going to do? Ah, there's one right here in the doorway. Ow. I can't even get you. That's messed up. Okay, folks, let me figure out how I want to deal with my neighbors. Come on, I dare you. Nobody wants to take it. Nobody wants to take it. Hey, what I could do is I can jump up into the trees. Can I try again? No, it's because of him. It's because of this guy. I can't get him through the window either. Okay, let's run for it. Run for the trees. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, it's done. Look at how beautiful this is. This is amazing. I'm liking the way it looks. Look at this. This is awesome. Let's go up on the hillside. I was going to tear the hillside out, but I think I like the hillside jutting up into it. Oh, this is how some of the mobs are just wandering in. I've been wondering, oh geez, I don't want to fall down that hole. This is why I've been holding the shift button forever, because the shift button is my crouch button, and so I'm just pressing this thing. And so I've been wondering, as I've been building this, I'm wondering if YouTube actually lets you say guano. Okay, because a lot of people have been talking about this is just bird poop and bat poop, and so I literally want to call this episode Holy Guano. That's what I want to call this episode. I really do. It just sounds really funny and kind of interesting. But yeah, look at this. This is awesome looking. I love this cube. This cube is amazing. I don't know where I should take the picture from. Maybe from downstairs. But anyhow, I'm finally done. So I'm going to call it quits. If you guys like this episode, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I need to add anything extra to this. I'll tell you, I might be the very first one who actually put lights on there. And this is all fractal based, so everything is identical, but yet everything is kind of unique in a sense. So that's what makes this really cool. And so the idea again is you started with one cube and then expand that to 3 by 3 by 3, then expand that to 9 by 9 by 9, then expand that to 27 by 27 by 27. So that's what makes it a 4th order Menger sponge. Okay, it's technically a Menger sponge, but I keep calling it Menger cube. So if I want to go 5th order, my goodness, I'm going to have a lot of areas with this big giant hole in it. And then a lot of areas with this little hole, and a lot of areas with this little dinky tiny hole. And then, of course, an area that has this big giant hole in it as well. So that's how big that other one would be if I ever went 5th order. But no, I think this will do it perfectly. So we're going to find a way to, like, zoom out a little bit here. Maybe right about here, and picture it done. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, yeah, I'm at 26 minutes already with this video. So what I might end up doing is doing a bunch of this off camera. I don't want to do all of it off camera because I want to still record stuff. So I do want to cut some stuff out. I want to, really,